What's up, guys? We're having an important conversation here, but today...
Hopefully it's not the same one we were having off camera.
But today we're doing Marry Poppins Returns, which recently came out a while ago.
Wasn't it a while? Well,
no, it was just
maybe
a little bit
by
ago.
the time this video goes. So, yeah. Anyway, Michael, you saw the film. Tell us a little about it. What is... Because I'm a little confused, because I know it's a sequel, but...
They can't have any of the music in it. In like any of the songs they use in the original one for whatever reason.
Really?
Why. Yeah.
That's interesting.
I mean, they have some of the actors, but it's interesting because like they reference the first movie, but for I don't know, maybe copyright reasons or license reasons, they can't have like the music or any of that or at least any of the complete songs. Maybe they just didn't buy the rights or whatever to them.
I could have sworn Disney did the first one, didn't
Yeah, no, I don't know why that. Maybe
weird.
it may have
Maybe they're just like, no, we wanted to stand by itself, so people don't cry nostalgia.
It may be
like
it may be a like just a decision that's not related to to the rights to the music, but I just don't know why they would do it. Anyway, so Marry Poppins Returns. The children that she helped in the first movie are now adults. They have their own children. They're having financial issues, and Marry Poppins returns to take care of the children, show them the wonder of the world. And then this one, the mother of the children is dead, so it's kind of like the children have been forced to grow up a lot in this last year, and she's like reteaching them like imagination and all that kind of stuff, and how it'd be fun or whatever. And then instead of chimney sweeps, which are in the first one, they have people who do like the lights, basically like not the telephone poles, but I guess like the neighborhood lights. They go up and they turn them off or whatever.
What year is this supposed to be set?
It's the year. It's in England. Supposedly the years of the Great Depression or something. They say something.
Yeah, I guess they would have light bulbs.
Yeah,
I was wondering if it was
street
like the oil
lamps.
lamps.
No, like the street. Yeah, I think it was like the street lamps as well. So they
Okay.
I don't think they like turned it off. So I'm sure they had like gas coming in there or something. I don't know how they worked, but yeah. So it was like during the Great Depression or something, like some way following. I mean, obviously it's in England, so there's different terminology. I don't remember exactly what they said. But people are having financial troubles. This person, we follow this family, the Banks family, I believe. They're having issues. The father had to put a loan out on his house. The bank is coming now to collect. He has some shares in the bank, but they can't find like the purchase offer or whatever to verify that they have those shares. So they're in trouble, and they have like 3 days to find it.
A wonderful life scenario.
And then, wonderful real life scenario, guys. Always keep your proof of your shares. And then, they have 3 days to find it, and that's kind of when the movie takes place, and Marry Poppins goes and does her thing. One of the things
Does she magically bring the money out of the thin air?
She does have a lot of gold coins, but they don't get to use those.
They don't use that at all.
They don't use the gold coins. So you have the actress who plays Marry Poppins. I think it's Emily Blunt. Don't crucify me if I'm wrong, but... but she does a really good job both singing and acting like Marry Poppins. I think they understood the character and probably referenced the people who, talked to the people who did the original movie to kind of figure out exactly how they wanted to do it. So you do have a similar style. You have the kids going into wonderful imaginary worlds. You have a couple scenes where Marry Poppins actually sings, and you have I believe he's one of the main people from Hamilton, the musical. He is the guy in this one who's kind of Dick Van Dyke's characters in some ways. So we get to see him sing and dance and all that. So you have pretty good choreography. It's pretty much a musical as Marry Poppins was. You have pretty good choreography throughout. Obviously the music isn't going to be as good as the original. Maybe that's because we have nostalgia. Maybe we'll go back and do a classic addiction for that. But it's still good. It's still good. The performances are great. The people can really sing. And the children, sometimes with child actors, it's kind of hit or miss. But these actors did fairly well for what their role was, singing and all that. And I don't know. I really like the movie. There's some surprises. You get to see some of the original cast in there, and I enjoyed that quite a bit. So,
is the original Marry Poppins in it? I don't know if she's alive, so don't crucify me if he is, but...
There's an old lady the suggestion that she is Marry Poppins, the old Marry Poppins, but I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, I haven't seen the person who played Marry Poppins and
Yeah, I haven't watched that movie since I was a kid.
So I don't I think she is, but there's another main character who's in it as well. You have the same animation style in Mary Poppins that kind of like the fantastical lands they go to. So that's cool. And then
does it look like just like the original, but just like a little bit clearer image?
Yeah, a little bit clearer image, a little bit better. I think they transitioned from like the human world to the imaginary world better than in the original. Obviously, technology and stuff. You still have penguins chilling, dancing, and you actually have them. There's 2 or 3 scenes where they go into different worlds or whatever, and that was all. Those are pretty great. Overall, the underlying story behind all this is interesting. Kind of like similar to, I wouldn't say Peter Pan's like this, but some movies are like that, where it's like, adults, you need to figure out what it's like to be a child again, and then you can enjoy life as a family instead of being all stressed out all the time, which is understandable. But yeah, the central message and the theme is great. They have like romantic side plots between the pole lighting people and one of the people in the Banks family, one of the adults. So that was. It was interesting. She was one of the Banks sisters, which I guess is supposedly. She was the girl in the first movie. She's now a labor organizer, so that's pretty great. She's fighting for workers' rights in the 30s. That's a humble calling. I support that fully. And but yeah, the characters and the acting was great. As far as animation, colors in the imaginary worlds, I guess I don't know how to refer to it, but were great. The characters they had 3 or 4 characters. There was one dog character that was hilarious. When you first meet him, the kids are like, "Wow, you are," and he's like, "Yep, I'm Irish." So that's great. Just some moments like that. The comedy was great, and I think overall you could tell that they put a lot of work into to respect the original and what the original tried to do. So that really. I think that really showed throughout the movie. Even if they didn't have the songs, which everyone wants to see, they still put a lot of effort in, and that showed it showed how much people liked it and appreciated it.
That's cool. So, in your humble opinion, it is a worthy sequel?
We have this debate, especially in this year in 2019. There's a lot of remakes or sequels or live action adaptations of movies. And was it necessary? I don't think it was necessary, but did it at least honor the original? I think so. So, there's always going to be people who say, well, you should just watch the original movie. And yes, that's true. Mary Poppins is a great movie. At the same time, is it okay to have a movie in that particular universe? I think so. I wouldn't say I would call for more movies of that kind, but this one at least isn't as egregious as some other ones. So overall, I'm happy the people who made it cared about the original movie, so that's great. But I don't think they need to touch the universe ever again, at least for a long period of time, because now that new generations have experienced this movie, they can go back and watch the original and appreciate how great it was.
All right, cool. Now, one final question, so we can wrap this up, because this is probably the one that matters the most. Is Yondu in it?
Sadly, Yondu is not in it. But
Disney, what are you doing?
Exactly. You had that right. As far as I know, maybe he's in the back scene that I didn't see. He is Mary Poppins, y'all. But they do have that iconic imagery. They do have that iconic imagery there. But no, Yondu's not in it, but you do get some from the original cast, and there are some surprises along the way. So I don't want to tell you all of them, but it's a pretty good movie. You should go out and see it. As far as theater experience versus waiting to see it on DVD, doesn't matter too much. If you want to see it in the theater, see it in the theater. If not, you can wait for DVD. It's not one of those movies that the imagery is so great you have to see it in theater. So.
All right, guys. Well, we'll just see you next time, and I hope you guys get a chance to see it if you want to. So, peace, Addicts.
Later.